Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Play action, now it's Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And going deep for Hill. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, 26 yards. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Dolphins 0.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he returns this to the 22.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
And what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd be against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the trap.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Joey Bosa coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Tua, oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Tua now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Tua. That one complete to Hill. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. After one, it's 9-0.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Chargers 9, Dolphins 0.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. Chase Edmonds, 29 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is what he likes to operate with his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there, but I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league. Defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Charger drive about to get going. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Herbert back to the air. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Herbert on first down now. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Gerald Everett with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have retaken the lead. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 16, Dolphins 13.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Tua now on first down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
8 yards on the pickup.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Sanders on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On first down, it's Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Justin Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Now it's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 32 yards. And the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
After the sack on first down, Tua. And he's going to go down again. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
It's a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Dolphins 20.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Okay. Long red. Red, yellow. On the ball.
Now Tua. Looking deep downfield.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Ready.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kyle Van Noy in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that, because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Gain of 15. First down, Chargers.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man. It's Allen for the Chargers.